What's going on, you guys? Staci here with Ride to Food, and that's my boyfriend Justin back there. We're currently at Torchy's Tacos grabbing some parking lot tacos because everything's still closed in Colorado. You still can't go in and eat anywhere. But we figured we'd grab a snack and then we'd go ride Pikes Peak. I've never gotten to do it before, so I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. So we made it to the entrance station, but it's gonna drop like 30 or 40 degrees by the time we get to the top. So we need to add some extra layers. So the gates, they closed the bottom at the entrance station today at 3 p.m. and it's like 2:57 right now. So we're gonna be like the last people to go up the mountain, which means we might also be the last ones down the mountain today too. But either way, we'll have to haul ass up there. Make sure we get to see everything. Made it to the top, and it's a giant construction zone. Yeah, pretty cool ride. This will be cool once it's all finished. It's kind of gross up here right now, but it's like 20 miles to get up here, and unlike the two highest roads in Colorado, which are Trail Ridge Road and Mount Evans Road, Pikes Peak is like a toll road in a sense. It's like privately funded, controlled or whatever. So they plow it year round. So you can typically get up to the summit at like any time if I don't step into a sinkhole first. Maybe if you come up here, watch where you're stepping. But anyway, so you can usually get all the way up to the top at any time of year, but they will shut it down like halfway up the road. I don't know the mile marker, but you come up here, you'll see the stop off point. They just came on a little announcement thingy and said that they're going to shut down the summit where we're at here in like the next 10 minutes. So we have like an hour and 15, hour and 10 minutes to get back down the mountain. So we're going to go check out some little turn off points, scenic overlooks on the way down, and then make it back down the mountain. So let's go. We're like the last people to come back down the mountain, so we kind of have it like all to ourselves. Coronavirus! brownie. It looks like I'm eating a piece of food.
It's a satellite brownie.
So we brought snacks, we brought water, and we are done riding the road. So we made it down the mountain with about 10 minutes to spare until they locked the gate. But yeah, that was my first time riding Pikes Peak. It was super rad. I've ridden Trail Ridge Road in Rocky Mountain National Park, and I've ridden Mount Evans as well, which are the two highest paved roads in North America, continuous and non-continuous. So I had things to compare Pikes Peak to before I came. But if you're going to ride Pikes Peak, here are a few things that you should definitely know before you come up here. So the first thing I'd recommend is packing along some water and definitely being hydrated. Altitude sickness sucks, and you're gonna go all the way up to like 14,113 feet. I might have got that number right. Either way, it's way up there, and Colorado Springs and Denver sit at like 6,000 something. Either way, you're going up like 8,000 feet in elevation. So it's a lot, even for someone that lives up here, it's very high up. So yeah, definitely bring water. Also, bring some snacks. There's no food up there that I noticed. I don't think any of those little spots that you could stop at along the way had anything. There's food in the spring, there's food in Manitou, and there's other stuff, but might as well bring some stuff with you. Number 3, you need more than 2 hours to like truly enjoy Pikes Peak. So we got here about 2:55, grabbed our tickets, and got in before they closed the front gates. And it takes only 30 minutes to get to the top with no traffic. But once you get to the top and you take your picture, you've got like an hour and 15 minutes to spare. And as soon as the summit closes, they start like rushing you down the mountain. We actually had, like, we were the last ones down the mountain, and then another truck came and told us like we couldn't stop anymore. So that kind of sucked, because we definitely wanted to check out like a couple more pull-off points before we headed all the way down. So definitely give yourself at least 3 hours, maybe 4. So 4th thing to know is probably the time to visit. You can come in the early morning, or you can try and come in the afternoon, or you can come on a weekday or a weekend. Obviously weekends are going to be packed. I definitely would not suggest coming on a weekend. I would come on like a Monday or Tuesday or something. But if you're gonna come first thing in the morning, I wouldn't come until like May or June when it starts to warm up more. Like I said, a 90-degree day is gonna be 50 degrees, maybe 60 degrees at the top of the mountain. So you definitely wanna think about the temperature change in there. 5th thing to know, if you're 29 going on 5 years old like I am, then you will really enjoy how many animals there are. I saw a black squirrel today. I've never seen one of those before. It had furry little ears and it was adorable. I also saw a yellow-bellied marmot, and those can usually only be found like above tree line, which is where we saw him, and he was huge, so he's probably been sleeping all winter. But yeah, lots of animals. Every single mile along the road is like marked with an animal on it. So there's elk, black bear, you get the idea. So definitely be on the lookout for wildlife. Depending on the time of year, you might see a bunch of elk out here. Sixth thing is so hard to say. Sixth thing to know when you're gonna ride Pikes Peak is to bring extra layers. You probably saw earlier in the video that I talked about that, but that's probably the most important piece of advice that I could give you. It doesn't matter if it's gonna be 90 degrees today and 60 degrees at the top, you're going to need different layers. As soon as you go above tree line, the temperature dramatically drops, and it can get really windy up there. So definitely bring extra layers with you. And the last and final thing to probably note on is that once you get to the summit, it's all under construction, as you probably saw in some of the footage. So it's kind of hard to get a picture at the summit, so make sure to pull over on your way up. There's no point in rushing all the way to the top because you can't really see anything, and it's really congested. So definitely take your time and have fun going up the road. I think those are some helpful tips to get you going. And speaking of going, it is time for us to hit the road and go back home. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. Drop some comments down below if you have any, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.